I've been really disappointed in this last week of regular play on the final wager. Just haven't had the fireworks we've had for a lot of this season. Jerome, another one-day champion, in good position with under 10,000, 9,200. Katie in second with 6,400 and Megan in third with 4,200. Now, Jeopardy was preempted in New York, so I didn't see the game. Thanks to my mom again for giving me the scores and the results. So I don't know whether Katie had a penultimate wager. I'll have to check in on that, and if that was the case, I'm going to do a video on that. Because she goofed that one up if she did. All right, let's start with first and second, Jerome and Katie. If Katie doubles up, she will have 12,800. Jerome will need to wager 3,600 to top that. If he's wrong with that wager, he'll be left with 5,600. Katie can drop up to 800, stay above that. And Megan has to wager everything because she has to get it right. So 4,200, at least 1,400, but why not go for everything? All right, second and third now. Megan and Katie. Megan doubles up, she'll have 8,400. Katie will need to wager 2,000 to get it right. All right, to cover, I should say. That's more than she can risk to avoid losing to Jerome, so she should just wager everything. There are some slight mind games here. I wouldn't recommend them necessarily, but Katie's almost certainly going to go for the lockout of Megan, which will put her at risk of losing to Jerome. If for some reason Jerome thinks that Katie's going to go for this 800 max wager, depending on both Megan and Jerome to miss for her to have a shot, he might consider wagering something small. If Katie gets it right with this wager, she'll have 7,200, which means a max of 2,000, but we have to worry about Megan. If she gets it right, she'll have 8,400 again. The difference there is 800. So if he really wants to, and I'll put it way down here because I don't like it, Jerome could wager up to 800. That would guarantee that he would lock out Megan, but put him at risk to being caught by Katie. And how did our players do? Megan answered correctly and wagered everything but $1. Katie also got it right, but wagered 2801, just barely covering Jerome. Didn't really matter in the end because he missed and wagered for the lockout plus $1. Another one-day champion, Katie, gets to close out the season tomorrow. We'll see how she does. The reason I didn't like the 2801 wager, well, first of all, she should have wagered everything, but there's also this $800 wager to worry about, as unlikely as it's going to be. That doesn't cover that possibility. She needs to wager at least 3,600 to cover that. But why leave 3,600 bucks on the table? That's the difference between what she would have had she wagered everything and what she's going home with after today's show. But the important thing is she gets a chance to win more tomorrow. The closing game of the regular season, and then we've got the teens. I hope to see you then on the final wager.